Valid anagram. Given two strings s and t, return true if t if string t is an anagram of string s. Otherwise, return false. So understand the question. We have an input. S is a string anagram. T is also a string and a anagram, and it's true because S is equal to T for an anagram, where all letters appear the same amount. Okay, so I'm thinking that this question is a hash map question. And what I can do is store all the characters in a hash map and check if hash map S is equal to hash map T. So I can say before I start programming, I need to plan. So first I need a map for string S, map for string T. Then I would go through every character in string S, add each character to map S, and then do the same thing for string T and map T. And then finally compare if map S is equal to map T. So first I want to create the hash map for string S and string T. Then I want to go through every character in string S. So for character in S, add each character to map S. So how would I do that? If character is already in map S, then map S character is equal to, we want to map S get car get the value of car, and we can add 1 to it. I wonder if I need this, and I can just implement that directly. And then I would do the same for string T, map T, And finally, return true if map S is equal to map T. The time of this would be, actually let's run this first. Okay, it works. It's good. So plan, implement, review. Okay, so before I run the code or basically submit it, next time I need to give a top-down review of the code and explain. Alright, well now the time complexity would be 2 for loops, so O of n, and the space would be 2 hash maps dependent on the size of string S or string T. So I think it would be O of n, or technically would it be O of S plus T? Submit. Okay. Let's do one more. Contains duplicate. Given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array. Return false if every element is distinct. So 1, 2, 3, 1 is true because if any value appears twice. So there's 1 and 1, it's true. Okay. This would be false because all elements are distinct, and this would be true because multiple matches. Okay, so this seems to be a hash map problem, or this requires the hash map pattern. And what I can say is for every element in this list, I can add it to a hash map, and I check if it's already there. If it already exists, then that confirms there's already at least 2, and I can return true. Otherwise, return false. So to plan it first, so first I would need a hash map for all characters in nums. Then I would go through the entire list of nums, check if current value exists in hash map. If it already exists, return true. If it doesn't exist, add it to the hash map. And now to implement it, you can say scene is equal to hash map. Go through the entire list of nums. So for num in nums, if it's already in hash map, if num in scene already exists, we can return true. Otherwise, if it's not in scene, then we can add it to the hash map. So scene the syntax for this would be scene get number and a 0 as a, I would leave the safety default in case so it doesn't return a error, and then I can just add 1. Let's run before I run it, I need to review it. So I created a hash map. I'm going through all the elements in the list, and if the element is in a hash map scene, we know that it appears at least twice, so we can return true. Otherwise, we can just increment the count. So going through this example, is one in hash map scene? It's not, so we add 1 to it. Is 2? It's not, so we add 2 to scene. Is 3 in scene? No, it's not, so we add 3 to scene. Is 1 in scene? Yes, it is, so we can return true without doing anything else. Let's run it. Wrong answer. Oh, that's correct. This is why review is important, because if everything is distinct, I still need to return false at the end, and that should fix it. Okay, and that's a silly mistake, a careless mistake, but practice makes perfect, am I right? So the time would be a for loop, just one for loop. So O of n, where n is the size of the length of nums, and space is O of n, where n is the size of nums as well for scene, hash map scene. Submit. All right.